This is an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar called Ask Larry Anything. Hi, my name is Larry Jordan. In this short video tutorial, I'll explain the differences between camera native, optimized, and proxy media in Apple Final Cut Pro. There are three different types of media inside Final Cut. There's camera native, which is the media that's shot by your camera. Optimized, which is camera native media, which has been converted, transcoded into ProRes 422. And proxy media, which is camera native media, which has been transcoded or converted into ProRes Proxy or H.264. Some media formats like XDCam, for instance, or Panasonic P1 files don't require any kind of optimization. We can edit them natively. But files like AVC HD and AVC Cam, H.264, even HEVC shot by an iPhone are highly compressed and sometimes hard for older computers to edit. Converting or transcoding these into ProRes will make your edit run much more smoothly. Your greater color space, faster exporting, faster rendering, greater playback, all these good things. The downside, however, is that the file is about 6 times bigger than a highly compressed H.264 file. Most of the time, that increased file size doesn't cause a problem, but sometimes it does, in which case we want to create a proxy file. A proxy file can be either ProRes Proxy or H.264, and it's optimized not for editing efficiency or color space. It's optimized for small file size. It doesn't have the same image quality as camera native or optimized, which is why the file is so small. The big reason that we use proxy files is that we can load all of our media into a fraction of the space of camera native or optimized, store it to a smaller hard disk, and edit it on slower equipment or laptops or out in the field without having to lug a whole lot of other equipment, especially storage, with us. The downside is it doesn't look as good. The good news, though, is that Final Cut manages switching between camera native and optimized and proxy with a single button. It's really, really easy, which means that now you can use the best of both worlds, ProRes Proxy or H.264, to create really, really small files for doing all the rough cutting as you're trying to figure out how to tell the story. Then switch to camera native or optimized when you're doing the final effects and final color grade. All of them are controlled from a single mouse click in the View menu as you toggle between camera native optimized and proxy. This is the View menu. This allows you to select optimized media or camera native, proxy preferred, which means it shows proxy files if they exist and optimized media if they don't, or proxies only, which means it shows you proxies whether they exist or not. If they don't exist, it gives you a red flag that says the file is missing. So this is all you need to do to switch between camera native or optimized and proxy files. To create proxy files, we do that during import, Command-I to open up the media import window, and see here where under transcode we can create proxy media or create optimized media. We can then specify ProRes Proxy or H.264. If you want the absolute smallest files, pick H.264. If you want files which are easier to edit, pick ProRes Proxy. Most of the time for my work, because I'm not sending it to other editors via the web, ProRes Proxy is fine. The other option is after you've imported a file, if you need to create proxy files, select the files that you want to create proxy or optimized media for. Go up to the File menu and say Transcode Media. This opens up a similar dialog. Again, you can decide whether you want to create optimized or proxy media. Again, pick whether you want ProRes Proxy or H.264, and pick the frame size from half size to quarter size to 1/8 size. Most of the time, I like the defaults, 50%, although I will go as small as 25. And most of the time, I'm working with ProRes Proxy, but you can go smaller with H.264. And H.264 is a lot smaller than ProRes Proxy. And the good news is it's a single mouse click to switch between any format, camera native to optimized to ProRes Proxy. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar called Ask Larry Anything. For the complete version of this online training, please visit our store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 321. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, membership in our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all our videos for a low monthly price of only $19.99. That's almost 2,000 movies, hundreds of hours, on a wide variety of subjects. Plus, premium members can download practice media and projects. Our training covers Apple and Adobe software. We update it multiple times each month. And for more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks